when it comes to dating. If you don't answer these two, your dating life is probably trash. Number one is, what do you want? Exactly what do you want? Specifically, outcomes that you want. And I do not mean I want to be happy. That's not an outcome. What is it you are looking for from dating? You must know this. I can't emphasize this is more than half the battle, ladies. And number two is, now that you know what you want, who do you have to become to get it? What part of you has to drop? What new habits do you have to develop? What new places do you need to go? What kind of new people do you have to surround yourself with? What kind of communication style do you have to change about yourself? What do you have to become? Not who has to become to get to me. That's an entitlement, and that doesn't work. That only attracts people who you don't like and keep coming into your life. It's who do I have to become to get the outcome that I said I want? And if you do that, if you just start becoming, all of a sudden things change. All of a sudden your communication changes because you have an identity to become to get the outcome. Change identity, get outcome. Now, if you don't answer these two questions, of course your dating pool is trash. Well, for those that say dating pool is trash, no, your dating pool is trash. These are the fundamentals. Fundamental questions must be answered. I promise, must be.
They said if a man has not asked you out on the date after like a week and a half of consistently talking, texting, whatever, he's playing you. And to me, like, a week and a half don't seem that long in girl world, because to me it's like after a week and a half of talking, I'm not really sure I want to see you anyway. But they said from a man's point of view, like, he's just playing with you. If he ain't asking to see you, take you out, something after a week and a half of consistently, a constant conversation, he playing you. And then he asked me, he said, what man do you know that's willing to talk to a woman for a week and a half and not asking to see her? And I start thinking, like, yo, this man is right, because I'll start talking to a dude that day and he want to see me that day. He's planning a date that weekend, and we just met 2 days later on Thursday. So it's like, that just made me think so differently. Like, if a dude is not trying to build anything with you, pursue you the right way, date you, court you, he gonna string you along. That good morning, midday, what you doing, hey, like, that's all he think you're worthy of. A simple text message to keep you latched on to, and for him to keep you interested, thinking that talking stage will grow into more. Honey, the talking stage ain't never gonna grow.
Every man knows the woman he wants to be with when he meets her. Ladies, welcome to the Daddy Academy. When a man meets a woman that he's crazy about, first of all, he's going to tell the boys. The boys know right away, and we're like, oh yeah, here we go. And if he's healthy masculine, he's kind of done the work, he's in a good place, he is going to pursue. He's going to take you out at least once a week. The communication is going to be consistent. You're going to feel safe. You're going to feel all those good feelings. By 2 months, by 3 months, in between that time, you'll probably be together. Every man that I know that is engaged, married right now, this is exactly how it went. Exactly how it went. And even people who I know are in relationships, that's exactly how it went. Okay, when a man knows what he wants, when a man meets a woman that he knows, this is girlfriend material, this is someone who I want to be with, he is going to try. Okay, you might say something like, well, Nico, what if he has anxious attachment? What if he has traumas? What if he has anxiety, depression? It's like, well, then he will screw it up somehow. Okay? Think of scenarios like this where you've been going out with a guy and you dump him because he did something weird or whatever, and he's texting you things like, I miss you, you're the love of my life, I wish we were together. It's like, okay, he still knows what he wants. He just screwed it up. You see what I mean? He still knows what he wants. He still knows that he wants to be with you. Okay, you might even say something like, oh, what about guys who are avoidant attachment? What about those guys? It's like, well, if they are so avoidant attachment that they can't have a relationship right now, then those people are out of the conversation. Until they do the work where they're able to have one, then we can talk. But to that point, like, until they're there, there's no point. They're not in this conversation. So ladies, my whole point of my page, a lot of the points of this page, and like what I'm saying right here is that you will have a really good feeling about a guy who is pursuing you in this way, that you'll know his intentions are pure and that he wants to try to take this relationship as far as it can go, whether that's being boyfriend and girlfriend, or maybe it doesn't work out, but like off the bat, And within those first month or two, like, there's a different vibe from a guy that's pursuing you in this way versus kind of like a situationship or a guy with a roster. Like, when a guy knows and he's taking you seriously like that, he'll cut out the other women after that first month, maybe even sooner. Okay, I'm saying a month just to kind of be safe here, but like, he will be taking you very seriously, and you will feel like there's probably nobody else he's talking to. It's probably just me. When a man knows what he wants, when a man knows a woman that he wants, he is going to attack it in this way. Good luck out there, ladies.
Very physically attracted to you, you will start to notice that he'll start to push past the disagreements you guys have. Yeah, they become less problems because that's more important. He's like, we don't really need to have it. It's not a big deal, babe. Yeah, we don't need Chinese tonight. We can get Italian tomorrow. That's fine. That's fantastic. Yeah, that's no issue. No issue. Because in his head, he's like, those hams and everything else, it's just too good to be missed. We don't need to have this conversation. It's really not that big of a deal. But when he's not that physically attractive, everything can be a problem. Everything can be like, really? You're not gonna do that now? Okay, fantastic. Fuck out of here. But when he's very attracted to you, everything gets brushed off the table because in his mind, at least I got that. At least I got that. And we don't need to agree on everything. Fine, let's brush it on the table. It's not that big of a deal, girl. Yeah, fine, we'll go to your parents tomorrow. We don't have to do that tonight. By the way, whatever you want. It's really not that big of a deal to me.
If they want you. It is that simple in a guy's mind. Now, on the flip side of that, I'm sure you've all had that experience where at first you don't really like a guy, but he's being persistent, you're kind of friends with him, and then over time, you grow to like him romantically. You need to understand that men are different from women in this regard. Men know from the very just boom, at the start, yes, you're attractive, I find you attractive, I want you. While you guys, on the other hand, take some time to warm up. What do you do with this information? Well, it's actually very helpful. If you're in a situationship and it seems like things aren't really progressing, he hasn't moved toward the idea of an actual committed relationship, you're gonna be stuck in that situationship because in his head, it's been like that from the beginning. He doesn't want anything super serious. Now, if from the beginning he's like, I want a long-term relationship, and he says that to your face, well, he's probably inferring that with you, and that's a very good sign because, again, as men, when we're in the right timing of our life and when we see what we want, we know from the very beginning, just instantly, yes, I want that woman.
There's 4 things that every guy is going to be looking for with a woman that he's looking to really commit and settle down with. Number 1 is, are you a good communicator? Do you communicate well verbally and non-verbally, and are you a good listener in that realm of communication? Can you listen effectively and be present? Can you put your phone away for just a little bit and be able to read some body language and communicate effectively about the issues you're having, and can you talk about them with him and listen, obviously? Number 2 is, are you active? Are you going to the gym? Are you into fitness? Do you have a fitness routine? It's huge, ladies. Not only, of course, it affects you physically and how you look, but it develops discipline, and he's going to be looking for somebody that's disciplined, that cares about their health. It cares about how they look, how they come off, how they present themselves, and just internal health and all around. That is a plus. It is a big green flag. Number 3 is, are you classy in conflict resolution? Can you take the tension of conflict and bring it down to a pace where you can both be there? Don't match an energy that's aggression. You don't have to do all that. Can you deal with conflict in a way where you're not running from conflict, but you're not also escalating the conflict? Can you deal with it calmly? That is going to naturally calm his ass down. He's going to say, wow, okay, she calmed me down with her calmness. That is going to be important. 4, dare I say it, a great friend group. Ladies, your friends are a reflection of you. And if you have some nasty, out-of-bound friends, how he feels about when you go out with them, he's going to question it. He's going to be like, why is she asking this? Drama friends? No. Are your friends fun? Are they cool? Are they collected? Are they supportive of you? All these things. Those are the big 4, ladies. He's going to be looking at from a commitment standpoint of, do I really like her? He's going to think about these 4 things. Even if it's subconsciously, these are the big 4.